Hi, I'm Dr. Craig Malkin. I'm a clinical psychologist and lecturer for Harvard Medical School. I'm also the author of Rethinking Narcissism, which is devoted to helping you understand and cope with narcissism in all its forms, in all your relationships. I wanted to return to a topic I've talked about before, which is early warning signs of extreme narcissism, particularly pathological narcissism. And I've talked about it a lot. A lot of people have talked about this, but there is one early warning sign. There's one indicator that people don't talk about that much, and I wanted to share that with you today. It's helpful for people who are wondering about themselves and also people who are wondering about other people in their lives. When we talk about what exactly drives pathological narcissism or extreme narcissism, at the core of it is something you've heard me talk about before, which is attachment insecurity. What is attachment insecurity? Well, first I have to tell you what secure attachment is. Briefly put, you want to think of it very simply as a kind of security about closeness and relationships, where you feel like no matter what happens, if you're sad, blue, scared, lonely, whatever vulnerable feelings that you're having, you can turn to one special person or persons and know that they have your back and they'll be there when push comes to shove. And you can rely on them. It's something in the research also on attachment that's called effective dependency. The more narcissistic someone is, the more they have insecure attachment. That is, they do not trust they can depend on people to feel special to them. All right, that's not performative. That's about a sense of closeness that I matter to this person. They keep me in mind. If it's a parent, I'm the gleam in their eye. That's a healthy experience of feeling special. When we feel special for people, it's more performative. It's about what we do. We can feel special because we're the smartest, or special because we are the most attractive, or special because we have a unique degree of pain that people should just understand. Those are all forms of narcissism that I've talked about before. What you want to understand is that if you're meeting somebody, it's early on in the relationship, or you actually have just been with somebody for a little while, when somebody's extremely narcissistic talks about their early life, when they talk about their childhood, precisely because they're insecurely attached, it's not coherent. Now, people who are really insecurely attached, that's always true. When they talk about their childhood and what happened to them, there are gaps in the memories. It's discursive, it's disjointed. So that's true of attachment security, according to the scientific research on it. What's unique about extreme narcissism is this is somebody you get close to them and they're going to talk about having a wonderful childhood, idyllic. They idealize it. And it was perfect in all kinds of ways. At least that's the narrative. But then when you start to look closely, or they are sharing stories with you, they're estranged from a brother or a sister. You never meet parents or other extended family members, or they can't give specific examples. Attachment insecurity tends to create this very incoherent, contradictory story about childhood, or there are huge gaps, just holes in how the person talks about it. And the more narcissistic someone is, those gaps tend to be filled in with these stories that portray either a good childhood that doesn't fit and doesn't make sense, or else a perfect childhood. So, in other words, it's that sense of being special in some way. And it covers over what's missing. As they say, the devil is in the details. In this case, it's the lack of details that you want to be concerned about. And the more narcissistic someone is, it's not only that you're going to have those gaps and inconsistencies, it's going to lack color, it's going to lack richness, it's going to lack the depth. So it's going to feel fairly superficial. So that combination of a disjointed, discursive, incoherent story about how I was growing up and what happened to me and who was around me, combined with an unlikely description of things being good that don't fit the facts or perfect, that is going to be an indicator that a person is struggling with extreme narcissism in one form or another. So I hope that was helpful. If you liked my video, as with all of them, please give it a big thumbs up and do subscribe. So I want to bring you back so that I can share more with you over time. Thanks again, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.